Hello. Welcome to Charmed Persons and tonight's episode of Monsterhearts. We are in session 6 of Monsterhearts, which is still the longest we've ever played. I feel like I'm going to say it every time now. Because I still can't believe. Also, though, I can't believe it's only been like a little over 24 hours since the events of session 1. So that's why. But without further ado, we are just gonna jump right in to the moment after Scotty holds up the buzzing phone of Steve Taylor that they found in their pocket. If you need a visual reminder, Scotty is the friend of Becca, Steve, and Ronnie. Ronnie, who has been missing ever since the um, presumed attack in the woods that y'all experienced the night before. Scotty was not present, to which you can all have your own feelings about it. Mostly Steve had a lot of strong feelings about that. But Scotty is now holding up the phone of Steve Taylor, buzzing. Or no, it wasn't buzzing. They answered it, and it was Steve's mom, who was, in theory, yelling about how Scotty just told her that her son is missing. Josie, you looked around and noticed that you didn't see Steve with you in the group, and because he was kind of leading this investigation on Ronnie's disappearance, are very concerned about that. Vernon, you and Cora were trying to record for your podcast, Consent or No Consent, because, for the art. Cora, if you all want a reminder, is the little small bean who is the daughter of the family that Vernon has been staying with. And who else was there? Duffy, Josie, your little brother, who is losing steam as an investigator and now is just very focused on his hunger levels. And as you see Scotty hold the phone away from their ear, you hear the shrill yells of Steve's mom on the other side, and Scotty, like, yeah, we, I don't know, we're at the mausoleum, we're at the graveyard, we'll meet you out in the front. And they hang up the phone, shove it back in their pocket, and they look to the group. Where the fuck is Steve?
I don't know.
I mean, he was here. He was in the group just a
Steve!
second ago. But yeah, I think he just split. Wait, that was his mom?
Yeah, I found his phone in my pocket. His mom was calling. She was like, he sent me the link. He sent it. What do you mean he's not here? What do you mean? What? And she's just like going off about it. So I don't know. I tell her she's gonna come meet us. Maybe she could take us. I mean, now fuck. I guess I just gave away that we're all not at school. Oh shit. My mom's gonna kill me.
Fuck. You're right.
That is the least of our concerns right now. Why do you have his phone? Like,
I don't know. I thought it was mine. I just was texting. I was.
Did he give it to you?
No, I just was like, I thought somebody was calling me, and I reached in, and it was not my phone, and it said his mom, and it just said mom, and I saw that it would have the sticker, like, the D520 sticker on the back, and Steve, and they just start like going. They go off a little ways from the group and just start yelling into the woods.
Yeah, I would start yelling too, just like, Steve, if this is more of your magic bullshit, like, Why did you bring us out here again?
Wait. Oh no, you did tell it. Scotty know. He
Yeah, I was
told
gonna
Scotty
say,
about the
I think Scotty would know.
So you are yelling. Vernon, you see from her pocket, Cora gets out her phone and you see her press record on the audio recorder and like put it in her jacket pocket, like in the breast pocket, not in her like actual like hip pocket. And she kind of looks at you and gives you a little smile.
I whisper to her, this is all good stuff. Missing children, people yelling, chaos, just get all of it.
And I'm not gonna say a word.
Good.
She like moves a little bit closer to where Scotty is yelling, and starts yelling as well. Steve, like very, very timidly. Steve.
I'm not yelling Steve's name, but I am making a show of like looking around.
I imagine just like,
yeah. Oh, not there.
Isn't Alaska here too? Or she's on her way?
No, she is with you still. She had offered to like distract, but you were like, nah, that's stupid. Like you texted her.
Oh yeah.
Because she had offered to like turn into a werewolf and like distract y'all. So yeah, she's still with you, but as far as you see, she's like kind of just watching. She looks very neutral.
I think that I would like go up to her and be like, look, Alaska, this is like, do you have any idea how much attention this is going to draw to this part of the, like, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know, like, what Mom and Dad have to do with this, but, like, fuck. What do we do?
It's like, we don't know that anything happened to him, okay? He's, like, he could have just, like, had to go to the bathroom or something. Like,
he just went to the bathroom for, like, a long time.
I don't know. He just, like, seems like a nervous dude. He's probably just, like, looking for his friends somewhere in the woods. Steve,
why would he not have taken his phone with him?
That is weird.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Hey, you with Steve's phone.
Scotty.
She like tries to wave Scotty down. Scotty like looks and comes over and is like, yeah, it's Scotty. And Alaska's like, whatever. Do you know his passcode? And Scotty like takes the phone out, types in the passcode, and hands it to Alaska. And she like puts the she like looks through the camera roll, kind of fiddles around with the phone a little bit, looks through the text messages, but like doesn't say anything. And she locks the phone, hands it back to Scotty, and is like, yeah, that kid, I got nothing from that. That was honestly, woof. So D&D is a hobby? Is that it's like a game, it's not just like a game, it's like a whole thing now? And she's like talking to Scotty, and Scotty's like, yeah, okay, Steve, and like walks away and starts yelling again.
I would look to the people who are still congregating around and be like, I gotta get Duffy out of here.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Steve's probably hungry too. That's probably where he went. He probably went to get food.
Sorry guys, I gotta go. And
Yeah.
I would take Duffy and start walking back out of the woods.
You know, at a certain point, we might have to cut our losses and just kind of head back.
Yeah, I don't think we should stay here, and I don't think that we should split up. Slow down, Josie. I would start to, like, march after her.
Yeah, if Scotty saw multiple people leaving, Scotty would probably, like, as you're walking back, keep calling for Steve, but eventually head back with you, knowing that his mom is gonna be there at any moment.
Yeah.
Are you following also, Vernon?
Yes.
Yeah, Cora is glued to your side, like very excitedly, like, we got it.
Nice. I give her like squeeze her hand a little bit, just as like a we got it, and then I'm just trying to be in the middle of any conversations that people have.
Yeah. Is there anything that anybody would want to like discuss or say as you are walking back to the mausoleum?
Scotty, did you tell Steve's mom who all was out here? Like, if she doesn't catch us, we don't all have to be in trouble.
No, I didn't say anything. But I mean, I don't want to get in trouble by myself.
Yeah, I don't want to leave you like alone in this, but like my mom's already mad at me for being out the other day, and like it would just be, I don't know, it'd be cool if you could like take one for the team.
You see them like truly consider this, and like especially with just the fact that they ditched y'all last night, they'll look at you and yeah, okay.
Thanks.
So they'll stop and kind of look at the group and be like, okay, I didn't tell anybody who all was here, so if you all want out, I ditched you last night. That's on me. Steve and Ronnie were my friends first, and that's rude, so I'll take this one if y'all want to like get out of here and not get caught.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is the kind of incident where word spreads, and I'm afraid we're all going to be implicated at some point. We might as well just rip the Band-Aid off now.
Implicated with what?
That we were here.
Yeah. But we didn't do, like, you don't mean like they're going to think we did it.
I mean, people might think that.
Cora moves a little bit closer to Scotty. I
mean, you didn't do anything, did you?
I didn't do anything. Did you do something?
No.
I mean, because from my end, what it looks like is that you weren't here also last night, and then you just showed up. So, like, maybe you did do something. Maybe you, like, hurt Ronnie, and you're trying to cover it up by this, like, podcast thing. And, like, I don't know. I don't know you. I just met you.
Yeah.
I just met you. They gesture to Onyx. I don't know you. I just met you. They gesture to Alaska. I just met all of you. You're not my friend. Like,
why are you so defensive?
I'm just freaking out, okay? I just...
First of all, Steve and I were, like, tight, so you don't need to, like, throw shade my way.
Okay.
You weren't here last night. I don't know what you were up to, but no one saw you, so don't act as if you have an airtight alibi.
That's what I'm saying. I'll take one for the team if y'all want to get out of here.
Okay, great. I gotta head back to school to make it for wrestling practice anyway, so as far as any of you are concerned, I was there all day.
You have my word.
Cool.
I don't say anything.
And
yeah, listen, Scotty, I mean, if anybody tries to say that you did anything, like, of course, I've got your back.
They like put their hand on your shoulder and say, "Thank you." That. No, get out of here.
Come on, Duffy.
Duffy like almost drags you
Mhm.
out of the woods. And you can feel that like as he grabs your hand, his hands are like really cold and clammy and like he is not feeling great. So Onyx, you dip, Duffy and Josie, you dip. Vernon, do you stay?
No, but I do talk to Cora. Well, I whisper to Cora, so only I can really.
Yeah, Scotty has like kept walking towards the mausoleum.
Well, I think we got a lot of good audio here, but it's gonna take a while to comb through it. How are your editing skills?
I've edited essays before.
Perfect.
I've never.
So
okay.
I'm gonna have you grab most of the audio and put it in a coherent format, and I'll do the recordings of the intro and some of the commentary over the track tonight.
Okay. Do you want to? I mean, I know it's like my house or whatever, but like I could come over, or I could come to. Would it be come over to your place?
You can come over to my place.
Okay. I mean, yeah. That sounds good. This is fun. This is really fun. I think this could really be something.
Now, of course, Cora, once we release this podcast, word's gonna get out. People are gonna know. The rest of this group is going to know what our angle is. So we just have to be assertive and forthright that this is the right thing to do. We are just capturing all the relevant information. We're not casting aspersions on anyone's motivations. We're just simply trying to get to the bottom of this.
Absolutely. We are unbiased eyes.
Correct. And, just so we're clear, you didn't have anything to do with the disappearance, did you?
I did not. No. I barely even know what's going on, to be honest. Oh, crap. And she, like, takes the phone out and, like, unhits record and, like, slips it in her pocket. We can edit that out, right?
Yeah, we'll delete the last 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Great.
Actually, maybe we'll delete any time that I talk. We'll figure it out.
Okay. You have a nice voice, so I just think maybe... I mean, not, like, nice as in, like, it just, like, it's good for... Remember, I told you it was good for radio. We should get back to school.
Yes.
Okay. And she, like, turns proudly and kind of, like, walks in front of you.
All right, I leave with her.
Cool. Scotty makes their way to the mausoleum. Since no player characters followed, I'm not gonna be two NPCs having a conversation. So we will cut to La Escuela. And let me do a little scene change for us. So y'all find yourselves at school. I would say you have made it to a time. Josie, do you take Duffy home or do you drop Duffy off at his school so that he can like continue the day?
I would ask him.
Yeah. Okay.
Where okay. I don't know, you look kind of sick. Do you just want to go home or I don't know. No. I feel like if we go back to school, we might still not get in trouble. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want there to be any more trouble. And so I'll just go to school. And I think if I eat lunch, I'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be okay. And if I don't feel good tonight, then I'll just stay home tomorrow or something.
Right. Yeah. Hey, I love you. I'm sorry. I know this is scary. Ugh.
Okay, be safe. Please be safe.
Yeah.
Don't get lost or stolen or anything from any wolves or um and don't disappear or anything.
Yeah. I definitely won't disappear. I'm not gonna get.
Okay, because you did
stole.
disappear though. You did do that, and so just I don't know, just maybe don't do that again. Would be cool if you
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. All right. Get back to class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um okay, bye. And they'll like scuttle off towards the middle school. Um and anybody who's going back to, so I guess yeah, that's you, Cora and Vernon and Alaska and Onyx. Y'all make it about right before the lunch period, so you've had enough time in the woods and like with travel and trying to be sneaky. Y'all make it and figure out that you can kind of like sneak in right as the bell rings for the lunch period. You enter the school, you kind of blend in with the crowd, and you all make your way to the cafeteria, the freshman cafeteria that you had lunch in the day before, and kind of just absent-mindedly, or wherever your brains are at as you are making this transition, find yourselves at the table that you all kind of congregated at yesterday, which you did all end up sitting together, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Ronnie, Becca, you see Becca and Dustin already there, and there is a person sitting next to them, and they're kind of just like laughing and chatting a little bit, more so than you've seen them for the, situation that is occurring. But the character that you see next to them, you see this face. And they're all kind of just sitting around like they've already gotten their lunch, and you walk up to the table.
Oh, hey guys.
Is this supposed to look like Steve?
Yeah, so yeah, you see Becca and Dustin and Steve all sitting at the cafeteria table.
Okay.
Steve, man, what the fuck?
Fuck.
Oh, what?
You just left us out in the woods. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to be at school.
Yeah, but it was your idea to go looking out there.
Yeah, well, we were just talking over here how crazy it is in class now. Already second day,
And Dustin, who you guys met yesterday and who came with you last night, but ended up, if you remember, he ended up kind of being the eyes inside of the school and let you know that in homeroom, Miss Townsend was like making a whole big thing of like how well she knew these students and how sad it was that they've, gone missing, and how bummed she is for Ronnie and like all of that. Dustin is just like, yeah, I heard y'all went like, did you find anything? Like, was it the wolves? Was it something worse? Like, Steve's been telling us that like y'all, think you're onto something, or?
I think I would be like, yeah, Steve, you took those photos, right? Do you have those on your phone?
Oh, I must have forgot my phone. I don't have it right now. But yeah, maybe when I find it, I can grab those photos.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think Scotty has your phone. You must have left it on them or something.
Yeah, I'll go and find Scotty. I'll get my phone from them.
How did you wait, why did you leave us? We were sticking together. I don't get it.
I was getting a little afraid out there with all the wolves, and I just thought if they're gonna kill people, they could kill me. And I'm sorry, guys. I just got scared and I had to go.
Yeah,
I'm really
I guess
sorry.
it makes sense that you'd get scared. But I wish you would have said something.
Why would you go off alone if you were scared?
You don't think straight, you just want to bolt sometimes. I'm really sorry, and I start to tear up a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. I left you out there, but we will figure it out. We'll figure out what it is, what these wolves want. What? I don't know.
I mean, first of all, we don't know if it's the wolves, for sure.
What else do we think it would be? Dustin kind of leans in. It's did you guys did you find anything out there? What? Tell me. I've been stuck here all day. What?
We just didn't see any wolf prints actually mingling with any of the human footprints. So it feels a little unclear how they could have, I don't know, gotten to Ronnie unless they were close to her. I don't know, but everything is inconclusive. I'm fucking confused. I don't know.
I think it was really confusing, but I'm pretty sure it really was wolves out there. And I would like to, may I make a move?
Yeah.
To shut down Onyx.
Yeah.
I wish I had a perception check.
I know. So many times I just want to be roll insight, roll persuasion.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
This is not where I thought this was going.
I was shaking leading up to that reveal. And I called it. Didn't I call it, Adam, when I was yes.
I thought it was an accident.
Jenn is going to be did you mean to put that picture up?
I literally was I pulled up the wrong photo.
Yeah, I thought for sure that you'd pulled up the wrong photo.
So I have for shutting someone down that's cold, I have a -1, and I rolled a 3.
Wait, you have some strings on me. You rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3.
So yeah, you don't have to use the string because you would fail anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So for 3 you fail. So either you mark your experience, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you either can they give you a condition. Oh, I see. One of these conditions. So you can take 1 forward, gain a condition, or they gain a condition. So Onyx. Is that right? Am I reading this right?
It just says on a 7 to 9, choose 1 from.
Oh no, then yeah.
So I
no,
didn't.
so you fail. You straight up
failed.
fail. Yeah,
Hard
you
failed,
straight up
yeah.
fail, gain an experience, and Onyx, nothing changes. You can keep pushing how you want.
Wait, but I want to know, what do you do, Steve, to try to shut me down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I say, it is really freaky out there, and I totally get that Onyx wasn't really aware of what was going on, but there were definitely wolves and there was definitely people footprints, and that's what else could it be? You could try
spells, maybe. Have you been reading your book lately, Steve?
Shut up. Becca pops out. She's been kind of quiet this whole time, and you realize what you walked up on was Steve and Dustin kind of bantering, and Becca just pops out of nowhere and is shut up, please do not talk about the spells. Do not talk about the fucking spells.
Why not? Seems relevant.
Because that shit was scary, and no offense, Steve, but that's some fucking occult shit, and that is not right. And like, whatever you did to me hurt me yesterday, and I am still pretty pissed about it. So
Yes.
Also,
just shut up about
I'm
it.
confused. Like, we talked about this like an hour ago about how the prince kind of like confused what we originally thought about the wolves. So like, why the fuck are you changing your tune, dude?
Hey, I already apologized for leaving you out there. Look, we're at school now. We're all safe. It's fine. I'm sorry. Okay.
Well, we could have
I'm
gotten
sorry.
hurt, and you.
Yeah.
It was your idea, and I'm just. I had my little brother with me, and like
It's okay.
I don't know. I got lost out there the other night, and like we got attacked by wolves. I think I don't know, and
Wait, you got attacked by wolves?
we were
too?
chased by something out there last night, and
Oh, that's. But wait, did you say
people are
you were?
disappearing, and you can't just leave like that, Steve. And
It's
I'm
okay.
processing some unresolved trauma, and I'm projecting
yeah.
the blame of my current situation, which I don't even fully understand, onto
yeah.
Steve now. And so I'm going to use my ghost move, unresolved trauma, and I'm projecting a blame onto him. If I roll a 7 and 9, I give up to 2 people, but it's targeted towards Steve, so it'll just be the 1. The blamed condition.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
A 10 and up, I give 2 people. On a 7 and 9, I give people the blame condition, but I also gain something onto myself.
You said that's a ghost move?
Yeah. I rolled an 8 total.
An 8. Okay.
So Steve has the blamed condition,
Okay.
but I also gain 1 of my choice. I either gain the delusional condition, which I don't know what that means, but I cannot speak. I suffer 1 harm, or I start reenacting the scene of my death. I don't. I don't even know that.
Wait a minute. So you. Sorry, I'm pulling this up because I'm a terrible auditory learner.
Conditions affect like how we all view that character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I blame Steve.
so we all blame Steve.
Shame.
Whenever someone brings to mind your death, because you said you're using projected blame or unresolved trauma?
Unresolved trauma.
Unresolved trauma. Whenever someone brings to mind your death, you choke up and gain a condition traumatized if you don't have it already. Whenever someone helps you resolve this condition, you both mark experience, is what mine says.
Yeah.
What's the
so I think that this right. So I was rolling with dark because for the next step, because this is bringing to mind this is what I have. I will copy and send to you.
Yeah.
In the Discord, I guess.
In the Discord.
Sorry,
learning
viewers.
games live on the air.
We haven't really used conditions very much so far.
Whenever you whenever you project the blame of trauma, your death in current situation, roll with dark on a 10 and up, give 2 people. So you got an 8, so Steve now has the blamed condition, and which one would you choose then? Do you want to gain a delusional condition, which we can talk about if you do want to explore that? You can't speak during the scene, you suffer 1 harm, or you start reenacting the scene of your death.
I don't know exactly how I died. So I think I take a harm.
You're gonna take a harm?
Yeah.
Do you have harm already?
I have no harm currently.
Okay, because didn't you take the hot shower
Yeah.
of
The healing, the
hot shower of healing?
the lay on hands.
The lay on hand shower.
Hot shower, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, as I would say, even like if we want to just equate it to like the idea of kind of psychic damage, is like your harm can kind of come from like the tension that is building in your body as you're, processing or like panicking at this cafeteria lunch table.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you feel kind of the energy drain from your body. One harm, not too terrible, not like a flesh wound or anything, but you do feel kind of the tightening of your muscles, the sickness of your stomach. Maybe you dig your nails a little too hard into your palms,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of feel that pain coming to your body as you are trying to gain control of your breath, but you just cannot. And Becca is sitting next to you, Josie, just like rubbing your back, like her entire body kind of turned to you.
Yeah.
And she's
and I think I do kind of shut down also.
She'll just be with you. She'll kind of like envelop you a little bit, make sure her like leg is pressed up against you, and like rub your back and be like, you guys do you see what this is doing to us? This is so fucking stupid. Like, Steve, just whatever you did last night, just don't ever do it again. Like, if it's wolves, it's wolves. Like, whatever. Let's just fucking, like, let the police handle it. Ronnie will get found, or she's dead, or like whatever. Fucking fuck.
Look, Steve, I'm like glad that you're okay, because we thought that you had disappeared too, just like Ronnie, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to think right now. Like, I thought we were becoming like friends, and like I'm hearing all this crazy stuff from last night, and then you like kind of disappear without like a good explanation, and I just need a minute. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. You're not acting like a good friend.
I know that losing Ronnie, we're gonna find her. I know that, but it just, every time I think about not finding her, I just want to get out. And it's really hard to be a good friend when we're all going through something tough. But I promise I will be a better friend. I will. You have my promise right now. I will be there. I will be here. And I'm sorry about your little brother, Josie. I'm really sorry. Is he okay?
Yeah, I think so. He's scared, just like we're all scared, but I don't know. It's not like we're handling this well, and he's even younger than us, and I just wish you would have said something. We could have all left. We didn't have to be out there looking for you.
You really freaked us out.
Well, now we're gonna be okay. We're here. We're all together. We'll figure out what to do next. Yeah. Anyone have ideas on what next? Maybe we do call the police. They can look into it.
They already know. They're probably investigating right now.
They came last night, Steve, Becca says.
So maybe we just leave it up to them for now. Maybe they'll find something, and then we'll go and look for more.
You know,
Okay.
Steve, I, I I appreciate that you're back. Of course, I'm happy to see you, but there's something about your story that's not really doesn't really fall well with me, and I just want to give you a chance right now to clear the air on my podcast.
Oh, okay. Right now.
Well, after school, meet me at Cora's house, and we'll give you a platform.
Sure. Yeah. I'll go on. Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Excellent.
Steve, they're trying to make content about Ronnie's disappearance. What the fuck?
I thought you were mad about this out in the woods.
Hey, maybe the best thing we can do right now is to get as many people as possible on our page, right? So why not?
God, Steve, it's just like it feels like you're a completely different person than the last time we saw you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're just like changing your mind about a lot of things all of a sudden, and like you're allowed to do that, but you're just gonna like I don't know.
Dustin kind of like speaks up, very rudely interrupting you, Onyx, and is like, "No, Steve is right, you guys. Like, people love a story, right? And like the only thing that kind of gets the bigger, broader picture of the world involved is a story. So like, why don't we use this to get a bigger group of people on board by like telling them this story?"
And there's no better medium to tell a story than a podcast. And in Onyx, this is not about content. I'm not trying to become famous or something with this. I'm just simply trying to get to the bottom of it. And that's truth about my intentions will come out. And you'll see.
I look at Dustin and I'd be like, storytelling. Ugh, theater kids.
He like kind of hits you on the shoulder really gently and playfully with like the book that he was reading, and kind of like shoots you a smile. So... Go ahead.
I was gonna ask an out of game question, which is
an adequate out of game question.
An out of question. I can't remember how long like conditions last, or like how we get rid of them.
Conditions last until the person who has the condition finds their way out of it.
Okay.
Or solves the issue of the condition, right? Let me pull out my beautiful Monsterhearts manual.
I just wanted to clarify, like, Steve still has this blamed condition in like for the indefinitely, I guess.
Page 31, Angie.
Page 31, thank you. It says conditions represent characters' social situation and weaknesses. They're the things that people say, If you take advantage of a condition that someone has while making a move against them, add +1 to your roll. In order to take advantage of a condition mechanically, though, you need to explain what that looks like in the story. It's important to note that conditions are things that other characters think about a particular character. Okay. Everyone draws boundaries, different places. Removing conditions. Conditions can be taken advantage of repeatedly for as long as they remain on the character sheet. Being a nerd doesn't just wear off because you got stuffed into a locker. A condition goes away when the character takes appropriate action to get rid of it, or when it just no longer matters to the wider social group. what counts as appropriate action really depends on the particular condition, and it's not always clear ahead of time what will count. When the MC and the rest of the group feel like a condition has been resolved, it gets crossed off. So I would say then, if Steve has the blamed condition, as everyone, as he wins over everyone again, is when that condition can go away. So like it's going to take each character a little bit of a different. So like Vernon, I feel like has, and correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, Vernon just like basically forgave that they were blaming Steve because Steve agreed to be a part of his podcast, and so Vernon has no issue now with Steve. There's he's not blaming Steve for anything. And so as each character like starts to unravel that blame for Steve, then Steve's blamed condition can go away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that feel?
It feels right. And I mean, my blame for Steve is dwindling, but we'll see what he says on the podcast.
Yeah. So as soon, maybe then, like in the scheme of the scenes, then keep an eye out. Maybe everybody make a note on your character sheet of like what you feel like towards Steve, or if you're still feeling like, you know, he's blamed by Josie for creating unwanted anxiety that's forcing her to, you know, be in darkness, but you get to decide what your character is blaming Steve for now that he has that condition.
Okay.
And as I understand it, now anyone can use my blamed condition against me.
Yeah.
To add a +1 to their roll.
Yes.
I would say
Cool.
In the scheme, I wouldn't say for any role, but like, is it a roll against you?
Right. You have to, mechanically.
About whatever that
Yeah.
blame is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind too as you're interacting with each other. If there's a move that anybody wants to do on Steve, like if there's going to be like a lash out physically from Onyx, or if there's going to be a runaway or shut someone down, then and it's against Steve, you can choose to add that +1.
Cool.
Oh my god, today literally Adam and I were talking about how we hardly ever use the conditions part of this game, and now here we are. Love it. Okay. So Dustin agrees that Steve should be on the podcast. Steve has agreed to be on the podcast and is going to meet you later tonight, Vernon. Becca is just continuing to comfort Josie as much as Josie will allow. And Onyx and Vernon and like all of you, anything else are we feeling?
I think that Onyx is like, maybe she wouldn't identify it as like being suspicious, but she's like pissed still.
Mm-hmm.
She's just kind of like, pissed at Steve. And he says that he'll prove that he's going to be a better friend. She's kind of like, fine, we'll see. And would like go about the rest of her day, classes and practice.
Classes and practice and classes. Cool.
Yeah, that's it for now.
Josie, Vernon, Steve, even. Do y'all have anything?
Just going to class, waiting for podcast time.
Yeah, I would slowly try to like come down from my heightened state, and just, I do just want to be a kid at school. I just moved here. Ugh. Can't this day just be normal?
Can't it just be normal?
With the frizz? No.
You do, Josie, get several texts throughout the rest of the day from Duffy just checking in on you. And sending you, like, trying to be very not obvious about it, like, are you okay, are you okay, but like sends you a meme, sees if you react, sends you a gif, sees if you react, like asks you if you're going to be around for dinner tonight, and just like constantly kind of barrages you for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I think I would like not respond and then start to see that he's like concerned, and then like thumbs up react like all of the things he sent me.
I'm glad I didn't take a sip before that. We
Um,
all know how we feel about the thumbs up.
yeah.
Cool.
As the scene in the lunchroom closes, I'm going to blink.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's the first time I've blinked. I'm gonna blink
Cool.
once there.
Blunked.
I
Mhm.
blunked.
I blunked.
I past
blunked.
tense.
Yeah. I done blunked.
Cool. So if there is no like, because I have the list of, so Josie has the art and photography class last period. Vernon, Steve, Dustin, and Cora all have drama, and then Ronnie and Eddie, who are both not here, had yearbook. Is there Josie or Vernon, Steve? And that's it. Did you have anything you wanted to do for drama and art photography? Was there any reason you would want to play out those classes?
I don't think so.
Cool. Onyx, you don't get a choice. Because you walk into your last period gym slash your own special training arena class, and you go into the weight room and you see Josh at the like bench press loading up some weights. And for anyone who wants to remember / now I have a portrait for Josh, wants to see what Josh looks like, you got a thick neck freshman who is loading up weights that probably are way too heavy for what you think and perceive that he's bench pressing, but he looks, also, you can tell, Onyx, he looks pretty pissed when he sees you coming.
Okay. I think I'd be like, I walk up to him and be like, damn, like, load me up too. I need to, like, work off some steam.
As if you couldn't even handle this much weight.
Okay, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? Where were you last night?
Where was I last night?
Yeah, you didn't show up to the woods.
I showed out, okay. Whoa, okay. We have, like, not spoken since then. A lot has happened. I've been in conversation with, frankly, too many people. I was there. I got attacked by something, and I blacked out, and I imagine I still, like, look kind of beat up, because I'm not fully healed. I still have arm.
He kind of looks at you as you say, I got attacked, and he, like, realizes that you look a little beat up, and you see him kind of soften a little bit. Not all the way, but he's like, damn. Okay, are you alright?
I mean, yeah, like, I'm fine, obviously, but in another sense, like, no, I'm not, obviously. I mean, I assume you heard about Ronnie, and then...
Yeah, I was there. You weren't there. You were supposed to be there. You invited us there. Like, this doesn't bode well for, like, you being a team player if you can't just, like, show up to where you say you're gonna be.
Josh, I fucking showed up and I got, like, knocked out, dude. Like, look at me. What do you want? Like, sorry I got beat up.
Yeah, whatever. And he, like, sits down and starts, like, bench pressing the weight he just loaded, and, like, clearly is struggling but doesn't want you to, like, know. So he's like,
I think I just silently spot him behind him.
He'll let you.
Okay.
And he'll, like, ugh.
Okay, nice. Is that like a PR?
He like slams it down. He's like, listen, okay, I've been thinking, and it's not that I don't want you on the team, but like this whole thing is really freaking me out, and like your lack of commitment is in question, or I guess your commitment is in question, which means the lack of you know what I'm saying?
To the team?
To anybody. Like,
in question from who?
By
from
me.
You?
By me. And like, I know that I'm not the only person that matters, but like, I stepped up for you to Coach Mark, and like, don't like fuck it up, you know?
Yes, Josh, look, I'm feeling really confused about like some of my new friendships too right now. So I understand why. I understand that you're pissed at me. I don't have a way of proving that I was there last night because I was unconscious, and I know it's like not fair to ask you just to like believe my word, but you can ask, like, I've talked to the other kids. They saw like I looked even worse earlier. Like, I know you don't like have a reason to believe me, but I'm not trying to like shirk my responsibility, and I'm not trying to make you look bad. Like, all I fucking wanted was to come to this school and like beat some kid's ass on the wrestling team, like in a totally like, you know, allowed and regulated way. I didn't want to like get into all this trouble with, I don't know, kidnappings and disappearances. Steve is acting fucking weird, and I don't know, kind of like abandon the group. But look, Josh, like, you're cool and you're strong, and like you helping me like get on the team is like cool as hell. And I don't know, I think like we should stick together, and I don't know, I have more in common with you than I have with like a lot of these other kids, and I don't know, I don't. Yesterday it felt like I was like had all these potential new friends, and now today I like don't know what to think, and I guess I just want there still to be a chance for us to like hang out and be on the same team.
He kind of like stands up and faces you, and kind of looks at you in the face and sees, you know, the gashes on your face, the little cuts that probably are all around. Maybe there's some like bruising under your eye a little bit. And he kind of steps back and says, all right, Smith, let's see what you're made of. And he like starts to walk towards the like padded, like, that is where the like practice matches, or like the
Ring.
Yeah, the like ring is. And he's like, I know I'm not, like, we wouldn't be in the same weight class, but if you think you got what it takes, see if you could try to take me down.
Hell yeah. Oh, I got what it takes.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to square up with him, I would say roll to lash out physically. Like you do.
Oh, I don't want to hurt my sweet baby Josh, but sometimes I'm just so strong.
Sometimes I'm just such a strong girl.
It's just so hard to be so strong. Hello, roll 20s. Slow.
Slower. It was being slow for me also. Ooh, a 9. I always forget you guys can write in what you're doing with your rolls, and it just like Onyx rolls volatile to fight Josh.
I have to. I can't leave it blank.
Okay, so on a 9, you half succeed. So I'm gonna say you harm him, but only in the way that, because it's a partial success, I will say you take him down. It takes you a little bit, and he is really strong and a little bit more like technically practiced than you. But you do find your opening and kind of like sweep his leg and take him down and get him pinned. But in order to keep him pinned, I will say, if you want to choose one, you can. You can also leave me to do it. I say the only one I think that doesn't make sense just because of the narrative is becoming your darkest self.
Yeah. I would say the first one. He learned something about me, and I'm happy if you want to take that narratively, or I can.
Okay. Yeah, I already immediately feel like, and if you feel good with this, as you're pinning him down, he is bigger than you. He's stronger than you, more practiced, and so to keep him pinned down, you have to draw on like an extra reserve of strength. And so I would like to think that like narratively you would have like maybe be like straddled his torso and like pushing him down in the shoulders, and as he tries to get up, you push down harder, and I would think that like ever so slightly you would feel your claws like extend into the skin of his chest, into like his pecs, and you see him feel that a little bit, and perhaps even there's a flicker in your green eyes of kind of that like werewolf
Like snarl
wild.
a little bit.
Yeah, and there's a moment where he's like kind of a little bit frightened, and kind of like, okay, yeah, you got it, you got me.
I think I'd like release and be like, oh, sorry, I have to like cut my nails to like.
Yeah, I told you,
like regulation.
You can't have those nails. Like, I already told you that. Cut them. If you're serious about this, cut them.
Okay, I will.
And he like gets up and like is feigning like he's like, oh man.
Okay, but I did pretty good, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
Thanks. You did this like one move though that like almost got me. Can you like show me how to do that?
Yeah. And he'll immediately start like walking you through some of like his knowledge. And I would say the rest of your like gym class plus the as much as you can get before the practice starts for the wrestling team, he spends just like coaching you essentially a little bit. And if there's nothing that you want to accomplish in the practice itself, we can just say that you have your first day, and you mostly sit on the sidelines aside from some conditioning, but every so often Josh will send you a look that's indicating that he's like warming up Coach Mark to get you in.
Cool. Great. I am so grateful to have one friend in this bleak world. And if possible, I think I'd like to talk to him like after, I almost said rehearsal, after practice. After wrestling rehearsal.
After wrestling.
I think that like we'd be, like changing or getting our stuff together, whatever, like getting ready to leave. And I'd be like, hey Josh, like thanks for like sticking up for me and for like teaching me some of that stuff. I know that I have kind of some like raw energy and strength, but I have a lot to learn, and it's cool to see you doing some of those moves. And yeah, I don't know. I'm like I said, it's been kind of a weird day, so just like thanks for trusting me.
He like kind of tries to like say a couple things. Like he starts to kind of say something and then like doesn't, and then he kind of just like punches you on the shoulder.
I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll shut up with all the fucking sentimental stuff, all right?
Yeah, don't be such a girl.
I'll be like, you wish you had the power that this girl has.
He like spits out a little bit of the water from his water bottle.
Josh, do you know Steve Taylor at all? Did you like go to high school or go to middle school with him or anything?
That the kid in our homeroom, the nerd kid, the like
D&D wants to audition for the fall play.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't go to middle school, but like you were talking with him yesterday, weren't you? Like,
yeah. I mean, we were like hanging out. Okay, I just didn't know if you knew anything about him. He seems like really cool, but also like strange, and I don't know. I just met him, and I'm trying to figure out what his vibe is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you know if I hear anything, but I just don't know too much about him.
Yeah, you two seem to like run in different circles.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fair.
Don't get it. It's like all over the place. Like Dungeons and Dragons. It's like a hobby now or something. Like
yeah, I don't really
people
get
like
it.
make their livelihood. Like they're like my brother, like his girlfriend's sister, like is really into this like show that it's on, and like these things are like 5 hours long, so like people are sitting and like watching something for like 5 hours. The only thing I would sit and watch for 5 hours is like a football game or like a soccer
like
match.
Isn't your real life interesting enough? Like, come on.
Mine is. I don't know about,
I mean
it seems like ours is getting more. It was like too interesting. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, interesting is not the same as dangerous, and right now it feels like both.
Oh God, I need a protein shake.
Yeah, same. Me too. Totally.
Do you want to go to oh fuck, hang on. What was that place called? Do you want to go to Robbie's? And
yeah, dude, let's go.
Okay.
I don't have anything going on.
Yeah. So like, yeah. Okay. We're okay.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll sling his bag around his shoulder and like walk ahead, and y'all go to Robbie's Bodega.
Nice.
Backtrack just a little bit to the very end of the school day. So like right before all of the wrestling practice happens, Steve, as you are leaving the building for the day, you feel a push on your shoulder, and you turn around and you see Scotty, and they're like, Steve, what the fuck? Becca texted me and said that you were here, but you put your do you want your phone back? Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Thank you for holding on to it.
They'll go to hand it to you and be like, why did you dip, man?
I got really freaked out. I just had to get out of there. I don't know. I was was thinking about all the wolves. I was thinking about being chased by them and stuff. And I don't know. I had to leave, and so I came to school. I needed to feel, normal, right?
Yeah, but you could have like told me. We tell each other that
Yeah,
stuff, and like,
yeah. Everyone's really pissed at me for that. But I told everyone I would be. I'll tell them next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here, and they'll give you your phone back.
Mhm.
And they'll be like, your mom's really fucking worried about you, dude. Like, she picked me up at the mausoleum, and
Oh yeah. Well, I'll talk to her. I'll smooth it over.
text
She'll
her
figure
or
it out.
call
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Like probably like right now.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Okay.
She's like half a step away from going to the police.
I'll pull out my phone and can I stare into the darkness to get my gaze into the abyss?
Into the abyss, yeah. Just to get the answer of what your passcode is.
Yeah, try to figure out what my passcode is.
Ooh, yes.
That's me on Twitter.
Name what you're looking for and roll with dark.
Okay.
I'm looking for a passcode.
I'm looking for a passcode. 8 plus 1 dark, so 9.
Okay, so half success.
Mm-hmm.
So the abyss shows you confusing and alarming visions, but you get your answer nonetheless. As you stare at this phone, you realize that you have forgotten your passcode.
Mm-hmm.
And the phone dings, and then it vibrates, and then it dings again, but it's overwhelming you, and you just start to get this sense of like the pings and the buzzes and the notifications and the chimes and the sounds and the like texture and the glass and the shining and the bright and the lights and the white chair and the shag carpet, and then boom, you remember that your phone code password is 42069.
Oh yeah.
You okay?
And I type it in. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just having to figuring out what I'm gonna say. And I'll
your mom
message.
gets scary when she's mad.
Yeah.
Like DEFCON 5. It's like, I get it. I think she's just scared, man.
Yeah, we all are. We're all scared, man. Are you okay? How are you?
Aside from like all of this shit and like the extreme emotional turmoil I feel from one of my best friends since the first grade being missing, I feel like I'm at a really high point in my life, to be honest.
Oh yeah. That's two very conflicting feelings.
It's really conflicting. Remember that girl that I told you about?
Of course, I remember.
Yeah, so like,
tell me more.
So after your mom dropped me back off at school, we like hooked up in the bathroom because we spent a lot of today, I don't know, like messing with each other. I don't know like what to call it, but like,
how long have you known each other?
I mean, like since the middle of summer. I met her at the movies, and like she was with some of her friends, but like I can't I want to tell you so bad.
Yeah,
Will you swear not to tell anybody?
of course.
Okay. So like you kind of dipped before it got like kind of weird, but we like talked about it and it's fine. But you know, Onyx's sister.
Yeah.
We're like kind of together,
Wow.
and it is.
And that feels good. That feels
It
good for
feels-
you.
Yeah, she's like really nice.
Awesome.
But like today it was weird because we had to like kind of pretend not to know each other, and it was kind of like hot, but also like I was a little bit scared, so like I kind of wanted to just like be comforted, but also like, but then she like, I don't know, I got kind of mad because she like really like leaned into pretending to not know who I was, but like she apologized and it's cool, but like you can't tell anyone, okay? Because like not even
Okay.
her sister knows, and like I'm not sure if she'd be cool about it because she's kind of like a raging crazy, so like
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you get how did you get her to like you?
How did I get Alaska to like me?
Yeah.
Oh, why, do you like someone? Are you trying to get someone to like you?
I just would like to know. That sounds really cool.
I
The
mean-
positive side of all these feelings.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, like, you just gotta be yourself, you know? Because, like, the thing about it is that if you're just yourself, the people that are supposed to like you will come to you.
Yeah.
But, like,
What
you
about
can't-
you was it that people like?
oh. And they kind of, like, pause a minute, and they're like, oh, their freshman in high school brain isn't quite equipped to like handle this level of self-awareness, and they're like, I'm funny, I
Oh,
guess.
cool. Okay.
I mean, she says I'm a good kisser, so I guess that like doesn't hurt, but
Wow. Okay.
yeah. But I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna go record a podcast right now. Kind
You're
of
gonna-
crazy.
You're gonna be on Vernon's podcast?
Yeah.
I thought you were like really upset about it.
Well, we talked about it, and I think it's a good idea. I think it would get the word out. And honestly, I want to talk to Vernon and see what's up with him. You know,
He's kind of weird.
right?
Yeah. And he's got that girl like wrapped around his finger.
Yeah.
The Cora.
Yeah.
What is that about?
I don't know. She really likes him though.
Yeah.
She's like there.
Maybe you should ask her what she thinks about him.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe like turn the interview, you know?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want. Like you kind of like when you did that crazy move with like the deception check in that one session we did, like, was that like a year ago, where you got Becca's character to like admit that she had like stolen all that gold or whatever.
Classic.
Yeah, do that. Like, do a deception check on them.
You got it. I'll do a deception check. Man.
Okay. I gotta go because I'm gonna meet Alaska.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But
Thank you for my phone too.
yeah, I'll text you. Text me if you need anything.
Hmm.
I love you, man. Okay.
I love you, man. Yeah.
It's kind of cool that you call me man now. I kind of
Hey.
like it.
Right?
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
like bop out and like head off into whatever direction they're heading off.
I will. So you said the final class we had in day was doing theater. right?
Yeah, so that scene would have taken place
Yeah.
after, like, at the end of the day once. But yeah, the final class that Steve has is drama.
And had it with Vernon. So
Vernon,
I
yeah.
imagine I would know where to meet up with Vernon.
Yeah, Vernon and Cora and Dustin are all in that class.
Cool.
Vernon, did you go anywhere after the last class of the day?
Nope. I'm just staying right in the peripheral vision of Steve right after class stops. Not like
Okay.
I'm not talking to Steve or standing in front of him. I'm just right to the side.
Like, in a way that you want Steve to see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Josie, do you what is your move after school?
I think I'm burnt out and just want to go home.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to if I can catch Josie on her way out, I was going to try and come up to her and say, I don't know if we can find each other
Josie,
there.
if you consent, then we would say that Steve could find you, but if you're really trying hard to, like, avoid.
No, and I think, like, I wouldn't even be doing, like, I'm not trying to sneak out. I'm just like, because I'm kind of still just like dissociating, I would say. So, like, kind of just stumbling through the hall to get back to my locker and then go back home.
Yeah.
I would like to go up to Josie and hey.
Hi, Steve. Hey, sorry for freaking out earlier. What's up?
Hey, I am also sorry. I can see you're freaked out. We're all kind of freaked out. I was just wondering if you wanted to come to this podcast thing. I was gonna kind of see what Vernon is like. Turn the tables on him and ask him some questions. And I think, look, I want you to like me. And I know that it's really weird and stuff, but I think you should totally come.
I don't know if I have it in me today.
I would like to pull a string I have on Josie.
Okay.
To tempt her to do what I want.
Okay. As far as I know, that doesn't have a role. So it would just be. So let me make sure.
You could use like
turn someone on or something.
Yeah, to like get something that you want. They give something to you.
Let me. Because I think that if you are choosing to pull the string, it just is an automatic. Yeah, when you tempt another player's character, it counts as offering them an experience point if they do. So if you choose to do what Steve wants you to do, Josie, you get an experience point, but you also have to be like invested in the choice that you are choosing. You can, in theory, it says when you tempt a character to do what you want, if it's not something that they can reasonably do in that scene, simply agreeing to do it counts. Whether they follow through on that agreement is up to them.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you asking again?
I would like Josie to come along on the recording.
Okay.
I think in this case, I would want to use the blamed condition and say, Steve, if I'm being honest, I'm still pretty upset, and I want to like you too. You seem like a good person, and I'm still just confused about what happened today and my feelings, and I don't know, maybe I could hang out with you again tomorrow, but like I think today I just have to go home. And I think I would like use the blamed to, I don't know if that could counteract this string in any way, or if I'd roll against it, or.
So yeah, I'm gonna have you roll to shut someone down.
Okay.
Because if Steve is asking you to do something by pulling a string, and instead of taking it and getting the experience, you want to negate it, I'll have you roll with cold, but add that +1 for using the condition.
Okay. That's a 9
total
with
cold.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Because I think cold's cold is a 1. Yeah, cold's a 1. So 10. It's a 10.
Okay, so that is a success, which means that you get to choose if Steve loses one of the strings he has on you. He gains another condition, or you take one forward.
I would take one forward, I think.
Okay. Cool. That makes sense, because that was a very big boundary setting thing that you did as a freshman in high school, and I love that awareness. And so that makes sense that you would be moving towards a level up. You would be moving towards one forward. Just means you get to add +1 to any roll, right?
I think so. I think we looked it up last time, and yeah.
Any roll that has to do with like this situation.
Yeah.
One forward on like setting these boundaries with Steve or blaming things like.
And I think like because I'm using the blamed condition, that then is releasing, from my part, the blamed condition on Steve in this moment too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right.
You can. So just so you know, if you want to, as a character, choose that as a release, you can. But you can continue. It's not a thing that you. It's like a one-use thing.
I agree with all of that, and I'm also releasing this condition in this moment.
You off the hook.
So Steve, you are free of your blamed condition from Josie. Vernon has not confirmed or denied that he has released you from the blamed condition. As Josie sets her beautiful boundary and exits the building to go home to decompress, and leaves Steve standing there in the periphery of Vernon. We'll do that cool cinematic thing where like the close-up is on Steve, and then the blur switches, and we see Vernon over Steve's shoulder, and we will cut to black and take a bio break for the second half of this Monsterhearts campaign. So go get a drink of water, go get a little snack. We'll ask Duffy what he engulfed for lunch, and we will be back in a few short minutes. I feel really bad. I feel really bad, but because Sophie's eating. But Josie, you make your way home. You make your way home. Duffy is sitting at the same little like kitchen perch in your kitchen of your new house, and is like has already kind of started on his homework, but is immediately as soon as you walk in the door, like all the tension on you, and is hi. How was your day?
It was fine, Duffy.
Are you mad at me?
No.
You thumbs up my text, and that made me think you're mad at me.
I'm not mad at you, Duffy. I just I'm tired, and thanks for sending me memes. It helped get me through some stressful classes. I'm gonna go lay down, I think. But I'm fine.
Okay, do you want me to make you a grilled cheese, or like, I know it's kind of hot out, but maybe a hot chocolate or something?
No hot chocolate. I am kind of cold though. Maybe some tea.
Oh yeah. Do you want the green kind, or do you want black with milk and sugar, or do you want
the green kind? The green kind would be perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He like hops off the stool and turns on the kettle, and is like busies himself with like, oh, and I'm gonna get your favorite cup, so you feel a little bit better, and I'll do extra hot just like you like it, but I won't take it out too late and burn the leaves.
You know exactly how to do it, buddy. I'll see you later.
Okay. Get some rest.
I walk up to my room, and I am stuck with these feelings of like, why does being left in the woods feel familiar? And I want to look into the darkness.
Gaze into that abyss, baby.
Yeah.
I love this one. I love this one because it forces me to make up a vision.
A vision. I think the best is with what's that? Darkness?
Yeah. And what? Okay, so actually, before
what's the question?
Yeah, what are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for, because I kind of feel bad about blowing up on Steve, but I also am like, was more surprised by my own feelings. And so I'm gazing to the abyss to like, why did that feel familiar? Why did that hurt me so much?
Yeah.
I have a dark stat of 2.
Ooh.
And so the total is an 11.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you lay on your bed and you take a few deep breaths and just kind of try to, a lot has happened to you in the past 24, 48 hours, like getting towards about 48 now, or 36 even, or a different number that we can figure out at a later time. But needless to say, a lot has happened in a small amount of time. And you remember how you felt when you first moved here, and how excited your dad was at taking you to all of the natural areas, to the state forest. Like, Oregon is a huge like region in the Pacific Northwest for like the beauty of nature. Maybe you were going to go to the coast, maybe you were going to go back to Portland every so often to visit friends, but like you were kind of excited about a potential life here. And in order to center yourself, you took yourself to a place where you felt at home and where you felt calm, and you have these memories that flood you with the feeling of walking through you know, the familiar trees, the plants you could identify. Despite it being a different area, it still felt a little bit like home. And even the sound of the rain soothes you almost in this moment. And without really realizing it, you feel that you're feeling, you know, the sensations of your feet. And you remember how it felt to walk on the plush grass and the moss. And you feel the awareness travel up your legs to the lower part of your spine, up your back, and just the sense of relaxation kind of enveloping you. And you feel like you might fall asleep. And then you travel that awareness to your head. And immediately bursting forth is this pain that is unlike any headache you've ever had before, unlike any feeling that you've ever experienced. And you grip the back of your head, and when you go to feel it, nothing is there. There's an absence of bone, an absence of brain, an absence of flesh. And you don't feel hair, you don't feel hood, you don't feel any part of you there, and your hands sink deeply into the cavern of your skull, and you pull out, and out of this head hole comes a figure and leans. It's almost as if it's coming out of your head hole and looking you directly in the eye, and you see the visage of a human, like a humanoid figure with no skin, no, almost featureless. Like, it's almost as if there is like your head coming off of your body looking at you, just a skull, hollow eyes, almost void of color, with just reflective light from, you know, what looks like maybe a street lamp or the moon or just something. And it grins at you, and you jolt awake, and you reach back to feel your head hole, and there's nothing there. It's just your hair, it's just your skin. You look around, your room is the same way it was when you closed your eyes. There's no pain, there's no fear, there's nothing to fear. And you feel a knock, or you hear a knock on the door, and Duffy says, "Okay, I took it out right before the 3-minute mark, and be careful though, it is really hot. And I did pour a little bit of the cold water from the tap on it so that it won't burn your mouth when you drink it first." Oh, you're muted.
I take like a deep breath and trying to like.
Are you okay?
Come back. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, thanks, buddy. Fuck, I forgot. Oh, how are you?
What did you forget?
Oh my god, no.
What did you forget?
Are you okay? I mean.
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? You're breathing really heavy, and you just said you forgot something. Are you okay? Do you want a snack? Do you need? What's going on? You're freaking me out.
I don't know. I think I just had a bad dream again.
Oh, you fell asleep? That was really fast.
Yeah, like I said, I'm tired. Thanks for the tea, buddy. Thanks for everything.
No, if you want me to leave you alone, you can just tell me that you want me to leave you alone.
No, I just feel really weird right now.
Is it puberty?
It might be.
Mom said you're going through puberty.
Yeah,
and that
I mean,
should be
so
really
are you.
gentle of you. Well, it happens later for boys, she said, so I don't think that I'm too worried about it right now, and I don't even have any armpit hairs or anything, so if you're
Yeah, but
going
you're
through
like
puberty,
so
you
much
can...
taller than you were last year.
Yeah, but that's...
You're gonna be taller than fuck.
Are you crying?
Yes.
Why are you crying?
I don't know.
What's happening? Do you hate that we moved here?
A little bit. But like, I don't know. Some of these people are cool.
Yeah. Steve kind of freaks me out, though.
Yeah, God, you don't even know the half of it.
He
He was back at
magic.
school when we got back. He just ran off and was
What?
back at school. Yeah, and then like.
That's stupid. I mean, sorry, that's silly.
No, I think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
I'm gonna talk to him more tomorrow, but yeah, I mean, kind of right now, I think he's a little bit of a dick
Yeah,
for just
I think
leaving
he's
us
a
out there.
big dick.
Yeah, a big dick.
Yeah, a big fat dick.
Okay, buddy.
Sorry,
You're taking
was that
it.
too far?
You're taking it a little too far. You gotta keep it
Okay.
down. Mom's gonna be home any minute, so like.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Good call. Yeah. Okay, well, I have to finish my homework because I felt kind of cool because I had to make up a story of why I was late. And do you want to know what I said?
Yeah, what did you say?
I
'Cause
said
I somehow skated all the way through that day.
I said that I was in every class, and it's not my fault that you didn't see me. And it seems like maybe you should pay more attention to the needs of your students.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I
they
bet-
shut right up.
I was gonna say, I bet you gotta be careful with some of those lies though, because they do have cameras in the classrooms. It's weird. I miss our old school that like trusted us.
They have cameras in the classroom?
Yeah, in homeroom, at least they did.
Oh no, I have to go do my homework then.
Yeah, go do your homework. I
Okay.
guess I'll do mine. I guess.
Okay.
Can't believe they gave homework on the second day of school.
It's stupid. It's a
It's
stupid,
stupid.
fat, big
It's
dick.
big dick. Yeah, it's big dick
Yeah,
stupid.
it's big dick stupid. Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
And he like shuts your door, he goes downstairs, and leaves you kind of reeling from the vision that you just had. And Sophie, I'm gonna send you, just you.
More waking nightmare.
Yeah.
That was legitimately terrifying, Angie.
You're welcome.
Happy October,
This-
everyone.
Oh, hang on.
Oh. You sent me a picture of me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, well, here I'm sending this to you. Hopefully, I'm always scared that I'm going to give it away, but this is what you saw come out of your head.
Ooh. I haven't seen it yet. That was just preemptive spooks. Ah! That was so much worse than I thought it was going to be.
Okay. So as you sit and reel from that, does anybody have anything that they would want to get done before the evening when Steve goes to Vernon's for the podcast? Which, sorry, Matt, if you wanted to approach Steve before school ended, I kind of didn't give you that opportunity. We kind of just used it as a cinematic moment. But if there is a conversation you wanted to have with Steve, I will say that can happen as well.
Yeah, I'll once the bell rings at the end of school, walk up to Steve. All right, we're going back to Cora's house. You can follow me.
Okay.
Excellent. Have you been to Cora's house before?
I don't remember.
Excellent. Well, Cora's, her family, they're nice enough, but I have my own place that's not attached to their main house, and we have privacy, and I want you to feel as comfortable as possible.
Oh, cool. So you just have your own place there?
Yep.
Wow. How did you... They must really like you then.
They do.
Yeah. All right. So have you're like family friends or something or...
Yes.
Okay. And wow. Why like I guess if you've known each other for a long time that would make sense. Family friends, huh?
Yes. And
They're very giving though.
well, they are nice people.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Onward.
Okay. This way?
I'm
You're like standing behind me still.
Steve. I'll let you lead to the parking lot, but then I will take charge once we get there.
Parking lot where the parking is.
Yes.
Cool. That's the way we're going then.
Do you want to take the bus?
I'm happy to walk. Hey, you're guiding me here. Just let me know the way it's done, and I'll do what you're cool with.
Let's
All
walk.
right, man. Okay, man.
I just start walking. I'm gonna call or text Cora, or at least try to like find her so she can walk with us.
Okay. Yeah. What do you send her?
I'm going to text her and say, we're walking with Steve back to your place. Meet us there. Join us. Be ready. This is it.
Very casual, not intense at all. She immediately hearts the message, and then sends you the gif of Steve Carell from The Office being like, "Oh my God, it's happening!" that gif.
I thumbs up the gif.
Oh God, and you feel her heart break immediately. No, I'm just kidding. You don't. But she doesn't respond after the thumbs up. And yeah, you would take that to mean that she's busying herself getting ready.
Okay.
Hey man,
yes.
Everyone seemed really messed up back there about it all, and I just wanted to apologize to you, again, about leaving you out there. Are you feeling okay about it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
You're not okay. Oh wow.
I'm okay.
Oh.
I just don't feel okay about you. But I'm willing to give you a chance. And I think you seem like a nice guy, and we shared that moment in drama class, which was nice.
Yeah, that was intense.
It was.
Yeah. Drama class today. Wow.
It was intense, but I like that.
Just like a massage train, and you were really digging in.
I love to release the tension,
Hey, I want to make it right by you. I want you to feel okay about it, but I just need to know. I'm hoping that this helps make it right. With you doing this recording, doing your podcast. That's really cool.
Yes, our podcast is new, and you're actually our first ever guest.
Wow.
So, I'm happy that you have said yes. You were you were against it before, but I'm glad that you've changed your mind. But I also need you to know that as the first guest, this is probably the most important episode, and I want to make sure that it's done right and that what you say is interesting.
Okay. Yeah. You want me to like? Yeah, I'll be interesting. I could be interesting.
Yes, I believe you can be interesting, and that's good.
Hey, I could believe you could be interesting too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we're here.
Oh.
Now, we're not going to go into the main house. You don't have to interact with Cora's parents. But please follow me. I've given you permission to enter my abode.
Mm-hmm.
I
Thank
just
you.
open the door, walk in.
You walk in and you see that aside from your bed being moved, any furniture that existed in the space has been cleared out of the way, and a makeshift recording studio with like a table in the center and 2 chairs on either side, like up against the wall, like in the corner, like the most corneriest corner, has been set up with like a hanging mic with like one of the, I don't know what the word is called, but like the thing that Sophie has that like blocks the sound or like controls the sound, like a professional setup in the corner of your space, and then around the wall is like egg carton foam and like some like oh god, I'm losing my words of like all of these things, but like a trifold essentially to like break down or like bar off the rest of the room. Basically a sound studio has been created in this like corner of your room, and Cora is like moving things around, like moving the mic around, and as soon as you enter she turns around and she's like, oh hi, I've been setting up,
Excellent.
I looked
No
up
need,
all
no
of
need.
the stuff. No. Oh,
Thank you. Please, Steve, take a seat. We will begin shortly. Have you met my producer, Cora?
Hi, Cora.
Hey,
We
Cora.
met earlier. Yeah.
Yes, we did meet earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, of course you've met.
Thank you so much for doing this. Your voice is absolutely imperative to the story. You are the one that was closest to the victim in question, so we're really excited to
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll be
really,
interesting. I'll be interesting.
yeah, interesting and real, and we just really want to get our listeners curious about what's been going on, not only right now but in the history of Canes generally, and especially Angelwood. Angelwood has just been a cesspool of paranormal activity since as far back as we can remember, and we want to bring the truth to it unbiasedly.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You really believe in this too.
We're professionals. Yeah,
Cool. No, like you believe in it. Like you're like, yeah, it's like something that you want. You're really invested in.
Like I
yeah.
have passion.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were questioning like, because do you and she like looks at Vernon like, oh, I'm asking too many questions. Okay, yes, so thank you. Let's set up.
Yes,
Okay.
I am passionate. Now, Cora, do you feel comfortable being on mic?
Me?
Yes.
To like talk to for what? For why do you want that?
Because what you just said to Steve was perfect.
Like to interview him?
I mean, you can help interview him.
Oh, like we do it together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That
All right.
sounds very good. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pull up a chair. Steve, make yourself comfortable. Would you like anything to eat or drink?
No, thank you.
Good, great. You know, eating and drinking really clogs up the vocal cords, and so we can, go somewhere maybe after we do the interview. But yeah, amazing. Yeah. So, and she drags a oversized armchair as close to the setup as she can without moving anything, and kind of just climbs into it. Take a seat, Steve.
Wow, this is really set up. And this
Yeah,
is your family?
Yeah, I did a bunch of research in all my classes today of the most professional equipment. My mom has a hookup down at the radio station, so she got some of their old mics, and even their old stuff is still really good. So I've been researching this for a while now.
A while. Wow.
Yeah.
It must have been months
4
or
periods.
something.
No. Like a while today. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And you got people to bring you all this stuff here, or you picked it all up?
No, yeah, they brought it here. Listen, the Lancasters have connections.
Wow. I would love to have connections.
Let's start.
Oh, okay.
Steve. All right, Steve. I will intro the podcast, and then I will ask you some questions. Please be honest, but
honest.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I will.
Yeah.
This is Out of the Shadows, Angelwood's only deep dive podcast into the hidden evils at the edge of our sweet town. I am Vernon Jasper, your host and confidant. Children are missing. Steve Taylor, a local youth in Angelwood, knows the missing. Now, Steve, what do you have to say about your close relationship to the missing girl and the fact that you were present when she went missing?
What I have to say is very interesting. I think it begins with the fact that this city is a cesspit of crime and activity. And though I knew the missing girl, Ronnie, I didn't know she would go missing.
And you had no hand in her missing, did you?
No, it was the wolves. The wolves must have done it. You saw all the activity. There are many wolves in this town. It's part of the cess and depravity that inhabit this place. And we saw out in the woods footprints, paw prints of wolves attacking people, footprints as well. And we were all running. And it was so terrifying.
Okay, Steve, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna stop you. And she kind of turns to you, Vernon, and kind of whispers. She's like, if he says he knows it was the wolves, definitive statements mean that he solved the crime. We're not. Why would we do an investigatory podcast?
That's of course, we'll cut all this out, but that's a good point, Cora.
Yeah.
But what Steve thinks is definitive, and no offense, Steve, does not make it definitive. And I'm interested to hear this theory about the wolves. I also saw these tracks.
Oh. Okay, so it's cool that he's just saying he knows for a fact that it's the wolves.
Yeah, we'll do some editorializing and voiceover afterwards.
Okay, sorry.
Am I doing good? Am I interesting?
Yeah, no, that was captivating.
Okay. It's just great use of the word depravity.
Mm-hmm.
And cess.
Mm-hmm.
That was good too. That really
You said cess earlier.
this cesspit, yeah.
Yeah.
Or a cesspool. Pit pool. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, no, that's but
Now,
you can use your
Steve.
own oh
Do you believe that magic is real?
I believe that there must be something out there that explains it all, right? I believe that someone could be out there making the world more okay. Are we talking about like card magic? Like bringing the okay, no, I've got this one.
I'm talking
Interesting.
about real magic, Steve, not fake magicians.
Cool. I get it. Like
Yeah.
bathroom during school kind of magic.
Expand.
No? Oh, like, when two people, like go into the bathroom instead of going to class together? Magic.
And did you do that with Ronnie?
What? I knew Ronnie, but I didn't know her that well. I don't think.
were you and Ronnie together and that's why this is affecting you so hard?
I
Good question.
really feel bad about what's going on with her. I do. I just want her to be found. When will she be found?
Well, okay.
And I'm gonna start crying and weeping.
Are you
whisper to Cora. Now that he's emotional, this is when we'll get the best answers out of him. Keep grilling him.
Adam, is Steve feeling scared right now at all, or is there a sense of what's going on?
I would say not yet.
Okay.
I'd say not at the moment, not scared yet. I think it's more playful.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. So this isn't like you're overwhelmed, you don't know what to do. It's like an actual like testing trial. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Keep going.
Now, Steve, I've asked you a lot of questions here because this is a very peculiar, dangerous situation, and I want to get to the bottom of it, and I want you to be honest. I have seen you with your book, and I believe that this book is not a normal book. I believe, in fact, that this book is magic. And would you not agree that what happened to Ronnie could be explained by some magic?
I don't know. I'm gonna turn to Cora. Have you seen the magic as well?
As you ask her this, Steve, you get a text on your phone, and you pull it out, and as you type in the passcode that you definitely remember, and the light kind of sears your eyes on the screen, you see a text from your mother. The screen says Mom, and you open the text and it says no comment.
I'm sorry. I want to I want your podcast to be successful, but I don't know if I have an answer for you there. You two are very kind. I'm sorry that you've invited me into your home, both of you. I don't think I have any I don't think I have anything more to say.
Cora just looks like wide-eyed at you, Vernon.
Well, Steve, I don't want to force you to say things that you don't want to say, and I know that this has been difficult, and I appreciate you coming by.
I appreciate you too. Can I ask you two a question?
I mean, this is unprecedented in our podcast.
You grinned at that.
Well, of course.
Oh, because it's the first episode. Yeah,
We're
okay.
figuring out the format, but yes, please ask a question.
Oh, that's funny. You were being funny.
Yes.
I get it. Okay. Yeah, and that's why you like him, because he's funny.
Yeah, like we're friends, and I think he's really talented. Yeah, and I like that about him.
Yeah, and so you like that about him, and so he's so funny that you build a recording studio for him. Okay, cool.
Well, for
I could be funny.
Yeah. And she like kind of goes quiet and slinks a little bit.
Steve, do you have a question? You're just kind of...
Yeah, I just wanted to know why you're so close, Like, wow, you have this project together, and I really want to build something with someone. And I just like what you two have. That's really cool. I would like to know how you do that.
We're dating.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm not looking at Cora, I'm just staring at Steve.
Cora's like just only looking at you.
Is it? Wow.
Any other questions, or maybe we should wrap this up?
Yeah, we should wrap this up. Thank you, Steve, for coming in. We'll be in touch with any follow-ups we might need. And have a great day. And she like kind of like pushes you out of the recording studio.
Oh, okay.
She turns to you, Vernon. What was that?
What was what? I feel like he was evading the questions about magic.
No, what do you mean we're dating? Are we dating?
I assume that's what this was. Do you have a different impression?
No. I didn't know it was like official, or I didn't know I guess I just didn't really know if this was professional or if this was like, because I'm gonna say, like, I like you. I do think you're funny, and I think you're really handsome, and you're really smart, and you have good ideas, and you listen to people really well, and I like you.
What are your thoughts on kissing?
Each other?
Correct.
I think I have pretty good thoughts about it. Yeah, no, yeah.
Would you like to proceed?
Yeah.
Excellent. I will sit in my podcast chair, and if you want, you can take a seat on my lap.
Okay. Vernon, just and she'll like, yeah, just like, as soon as you sit down, she'll just like, to get it over with really quickly, like sit really stiffly and nervously in your lap.
I really appreciated the work that you did to set this studio up, and I guess it just made me want to kiss you.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. I kiss her.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll to turn someone on.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Okay, so I assume that's hot.
Yeah. So this is the least sexy turn someone on I feel like I've ever done. An 11. So yeah, you for as like much build up as this was, and like the professional and like how much curation you did for this moment, the minute that you kiss her, you feel her rigidity kind of like melt away, and she like leans into it a little bit, and whether or not you leave your eyes open or not
I'm
is
just
up to
staring
you.
at her, eyes
Yeah.
wide open.
Just going through the motions, and I feel like she's like on your lap, like she's seen enough romance movies to like feel some sort of way, so she's like really getting into it. So whatever kind of performance you're putting on, yeah, I would say you gain 1 string on her, and then she is
That's just my 5th string on her.
Is it really? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. You haven't turned her on yet. It was
I turned
Becca, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Becca is kind of into you too. So
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna have her choose that because you have 5 strings on her, she is gonna give herself like entirely to like you're dating, you're working together, like she is all in, and she like is yours for the time being. So as y'all make out, we will cut to Alaska. You are coming home from wrestling practice, and you have just walked up to the mausoleum.
Oh, Onyx.
Unless you had, did I say Alaska? I keep calling you. Onyx. Yeah. You walk up to the mausoleum, unless there was somewhere that you wanted to go after your Robbie's bodega date with Josh.
No, it's good.
Cool. Do you go in?
Yeah, I think I would normally just like, I mean, I imagine the police tape and everything is still around, so I'd like check that there's no cops and no one else, but then I would just walk in like normal, expecting to see my siblings.
You did see one cop car at the like entrance of the cemetery, but you didn't see the cop in the car, and it was like so far like behind you that you could kind of like go around another entrance and sneak past.
Can I take like a lap around like the cemetery a little bit just to see if I see them at all?
Yeah. You don't see any police presence, and you don't see any parental presence either.
Okay. Well, then I think I would just go home, slip into the mausoleum.
You open the entrance to the mausoleum, and as the light kind of like parts and like floods in, you see a half-clothed Alaska and Scotty. Scotty's fully clothed, but Alaska has like her shirt off and just like her bra or whatever, just making out, and Scotty sees you come in and like pushes Alaska away, and Alaska's like, oh my god, what? Oh shit, oh my god. Onyx, hi. Hi, can you leave? Can you get out? Can you turn around? Can you, and Scotty's like, I should go. I'll go. I'll leave. And Alaska's like, no.
I think I would just like be frozen and like turn around and walk out.
Fuck. And you hear them kind of like whispering to each other as you close the mausoleum door. And it takes like maybe like a minute or two of you just standing there, and finally like you hear the door open and you see Scotty like come out and like look at you. I'm so sorry. I am gonna go. Bye. And start to walk away.
And I think I like kind of would not acknowledge them at all, except like as they're walking away. I can't remember the name. What's the name of Cora's brother?
Seth.
As they're walking away, I'd be like, she's like dating Seth, you know.
You'll see Scotty kind of like pause a little bit and then keep walking, like a stutter in their pace a little bit, and then keep walking.
Okay, so then I would go back into the mausoleum.
You see Alaska just like with her head in her hand.
I'd be like, okay, first question, what the fuck?
I lost track of time. I didn't know that you would be home.
What if one of the younger kids came back first? Alaska.
They can't open the door as quickly as you. I thought like it would be.
You couldn't like. Wait a minute.
What?
I was gonna say you couldn't pick a different location.
No.
But. Wait a minute. You let someone know that we live here?
I didn't tell them that I live here.
We like have beds here. We have our stuff here. What do you they don't know we live here?
I think fine. They know that we live here. They don't ask a lot of questions about it. They are understanding of people in different financial situations than them, whatever that means. And like we don't really talk about it that much.
Well, you're clearly busy doing other things.
Shut up. Okay, I would have told you.
It's fine. You're allowed to like do whatever you want. It's kind of weird because they're my age, but like that's
I'm only 2 years older than you. And they're like super mature, like they meditate or some shit. Like maybe you could learn from them.
Okay, that
ew, that sounded gross.
No interest to me, so ignoring that. But I'm mostly like Alaska, we've tried so hard and we've gone so long, like at least having like our home like safe. And do they know anything about mom and dad?
No, I haven't. As far as they know, they think that like their job is running the cemetery or something. We don't, like I said, like this is new and I feel good and it's who I am and it's who I've always been, and I just don't.
Alaska, I don't give a fuck who it is that you're dating. It's kind of weird that you didn't tell me about it and let me.
I was gonna, but you thought I was dating Seth, and like, I just didn't.
Yeah, because you always like giggled a little bit when you were texting Seth. Like, what am I supposed to infer?
I mean, Seth is funny. Maybe I like both. I don't know. I like everybody. I like all people. And it doesn't matter. I know it's 2023. like, just don't tell mom and dad. Just don't, like, tell anybody at school.
God, me and mom and dad are not exactly on speaking terms at the moment, so it's not like I'm gonna tell them. We have Cody and Juno to take care of, and I don't know, there's just like, it seems like there's a lot at stake right now, and I'm not really sure what's going on with mom and dad, and I'm just afraid, like, there's so much attention drawn to literally this exact place, the cemetery right now, and I just want to make sure that there's not like the wrong kind of attention. Also, like, no offense, but like maybe the person you're dating like should ask you more questions about yourself.
Okay. Yes, fair. Are you doing okay? How's your eye? How's your face?
I'm still sore, but I whooped Josh's ass today. That felt good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And she kind of like playfully punches you on the shoulder.
You're like, damn.
Oh, come on.
It's tender. Mom hurt me.
Wah. Oh, wah. Hey, Scotty told me that your friend isn't missing, though. Steve, the one that ditched today.
Yeah, did they have anything to say about that?
I mean, they were kind of pissed that they took the blame for something that ended up not being a big issue, but
Yeah, no kidding.
Like I said, we don't talk much.
Can you do me a favor, maybe? And it is gonna involve talking to your lover if you can bear it.
Oh, don't say lover. Ugh, I'm not a middle-aged like woman, my lover.
That's true, and you never will be.
Nice.
Not the middle-aged part, the woman part, because you're a wolf.
Yeah.
Can you try to, like, I don't know, it seems, I don't know Scotty super well, but it seems like they've known Steve for a long time, and it seems like maybe the two of them have been kind of, like, disconnected recently, so I'm not sure, but, like, I don't know, like, the Steve that I met, like, day one of school, I know that I haven't known him super long, and I don't want to, like, jump to conclusions, but something's not, like, adding up with the way he acted today, and I don't know, I guess he is kind of, like, an insecure, like, awkward kid. Maybe he really did just get, like, scared and lose his mind, but he seemed so, like, intent on it being his responsibility to find Ronnie that just, like, dipping out with no notice, I don't know. Can you just, like, see if Scotty, like, has any, like, thoughts about it, and, like, keep it on the DL, just, like, let me know. I don't even know if anyone else, like, is thinking that hard about it, but I just don't know if there's something else going on with him that, like, is he hiding something? Apparently there was this magic book that he had, like, I kind of don't know.
I mean, I'll try, but I don't know, like, I don't want to, like, reach their trust, you know, like, if they're telling me things, it's because they trust me, and I don't want to, like, turn around and tell, like, my sister their, like, stuff. If it's, like, really bad, maybe I'll, like, be like, hey, you need to tell your friends or something, but I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess, like, wait, a magic book?
Yeah, you didn't hear about this?
No.
Apparently, in the woods last night, when I was being dragged unconscious by mom and dad, Steve was like showing off some, I don't know, spells or something from a magic book. I think he did something to Becca. Becca kind of didn't want anyone to talk about it because apparently it was, I don't know, painful or it sucked or something. But
You
it was
said
like
as
an
magic, like he was doing magic? Like he was doing a spell, like he was like doing witchcraft.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's what he said. That's what everyone else seems to have experienced. I don't know, maybe I didn't maybe I don't know him as well as I thought. He kind of seemed like a kid who had nothing to hide, but maybe he has a lot to hide.
Yeah, I gotta run real quick. I gotta be at a National Honor Society meeting, but
Alaska, don't
no,
I'm lying. Don't.
no, I just saw the time. I'll be back. I'll text you. And she like as fast as she can like dips out of the mausoleum.
You're like, fuck. Alaska starts dating someone, and suddenly I'm not her confidant anymore. Where are Cody and Juno? I want to complain to them.
We can say that you fly off into the woods to find Cody and Juno. And before we end tonight's session, Steve, after you leave Vernon's, we'll say it took about an hour for all of the podcast stuff, so it might be about like after school ended, maybe like 4:30, getting close to 5. You step outside of Cora's family's guest house, and the sun shines on your face. Your phone buzzes in your pocket, and you go to look at it, and you see the text that you had gotten that you thought said mom actually says 303, and you look at it and it reads under the no comment text, return to port please. What do you do? You are muted if you are talking.
I nod and turn behind me, looking at the Lancaster's house and Vernon's little casita. I like stand there for like a minute, just kind of looking at that, at those people, and shake my head and return.
And that is where we will end tonight's session of Monsterhearts. Thank you so much, Adam, for joining us. You can catch Adam in maybe a few episodes coming up. But thanks all for stepping up, being ready to embrace the feral vulnerability of teenagers who are also monsters. And for into Zach's absence after a longer stint of no playing. Thank you for trusting me. And thank you if you're watching. Yes, you. And if you want more charmed persons, we have so much going on that I am going to pull up my calendar to tell you what's coming. I definitely know that something is happening on the 22nd. It could be a talk back. Oh, what?
Whoa.
But we'll see.
Spooky.
And then on Wednesday,
Yep.
we're doing Curse of Strahd,
Yep.
correct? On the 25th. So 25th, Wednesday, Curse of Strahd will be back. And then nothing on this coming Thursday until the final session of Kelsey's rose-tinted tavern job board adventures coming at the very last Sunday of this month on the 29th. So stay tuned. As always, check our socials for any information. And that's all I have. If Zach were here, he'd say, everybody say bye!
Bye.
Bye.